All right, we're gonna hopefully finish up spraying beans. I got a 4-acre piece a little north of here, and then the 40 at my uncle's. I got enough in the sprayer to do the piece I got to do up north of here and start on my uncle's, and then I got the nurse tank and all the chemicals staged over there so I can refill. It's gonna be close, but I should be able to get it all done before dark. I'd like to really get finished up spraying beans because tomorrow's supposed to be windier, but I'd like to get done finished up spraying beans today, so tomorrow I can finish up applicating. Would be nice. Cause I'll need another. Yeah, anyway, that not matter, but so we're pretty much all set to go. I do want to real quick check my strainer basket. See if it's got, oh yeah, it's got some shit in it. About half full. Let me go clean this out real quick, and then I gotta go down to the barn and put fuel in the tractor, and we should be good to go. Well, I sure wish I could have got on this last week like I wanted to. Believe it or not, there are beans out here. I walked around a little bit and found them, but judging by what I can find, I do believe that the deer pretty much ate them all off. So I guess we'll burn it down and see what it looks like, but I don't think there's even any beans out here. I think the deer got them all. So we'll find out, I guess. Otherwise, we're just cleaning it up for next year, I guess. I haven't had this field get like this in a long damn time. Check my pressure. Pressure's good. Are all the nozzles working? Tips are working. Let that sit there and run for a second, because I found that enlist, if you let it sit in the booms, will get really damn hot and you'll kill everything. This mess is sprayed, although I think all we were doing is burning it down. I don't think there's any beans left out here worth having. All the ones I was finding look like this. These have all been ate off by deer and have been trying to grow back. I'm guessing the whole field looks like that because I stopped out in the back and that was all I was finding too, was ones that look like this. So I guess all I can hope for, if I have to look for some sort of silver lining in this, is maybe all this, because this is all foxtail. It's crazy. It's like he came out here and seeded it, and I don't know where it came from because there was no foxtail in it when I worked it. It was all just chickweed and henbit and some purslane. But anyway, I guess all I could hope for, if I have to look for a silver lining in it, is hopefully all this foxtail gave it enough cover to get going again. Because like that one right there, and that's been bit off by a deer. That one right there, that's been bit off by a deer. That one's been bit off by a deer. It's freaking deer, man, I tell you what. And that little guy's been bit off by a deer. I don't know, we come back in a week after it's died off, maybe we'll see little green rows trying to come through, but I highly doubt it. I think the deer had their way with it, and that's partly why the foxtail got so bad, is there was nothing to compete with it because there was no beans, because the deer ate them all. Which is what happened 2 years ago, except 2 years ago when it happened, the field stayed clean enough for me to see that the deer ate the beans off, so I never even sprayed it and it just went. But anyhow, on to my uncle's, which is a lot better looking beans. Alright, so other than being a little grassy, which we're going to take care of here in a hot second, these are some pretty decent looking beans. This is going to be a nice field. Other than a few spots around the outside where there's some woodchuck damage, and then the front side of this hill right here, this knob, I think is a little thin, but it was filling in, so it'll probably end up being all right. And then over there by the pasture, that clay hillside over there, that's just nasty ass, hard ass yellow clay that never grows anything. I need to, now that my uncle's got another manure pile, I just need to take that front hillside and this hillside and just coat it black and just not worry about the rest of the field. Just the clay, that hillside up by the pasture and this hill right here, just paint it. And the same thing where the field drops off down there in that first dog leg, paint that whole hillside with manure, and I think that would help a lot. But one thing at a time. So anyhow, I got my camera mount fixed, so I can actually use it. First refill. Should have about 6 acres done. There was, according to the gauge, there was about 60 gallon left in there. So I don't need gloves for this part. So this tank load will finish the front and get me started on the back, and then I'll have to fill one more time. Knock on wood. Don't have any. Haven't had any issues with any tips plugging so far, so that's good, because it's a lot easier to get things done when you can just get out here and go. right, the front field's done. I had to go and open my big mouth. I filled that, or didn't have a single issue at that first field, and basically finishing off that first tank, filled the second tank. Didn't make it halfway across the field, started plugging nozzles. I bet I fought this thing for 20 freaking minutes. Finally ended up stopping completely, pulling all the tips, cleaning all the screens, cleaned the main screen down here at the bottom of the tank, between the tank and the pump, and then it ran fine for like 12, 13 acres, whatever I had left. But my usage still came out about right, because there should have been, well, I had 60 on when I got here, so that would have got roughly 6 acres. So there would have been 114 acres left, so I should have used 140, and I'm back down to about 60. So we're still using about right. So I don't know why spraying this year is such a damn nightmare. Normally spraying is just my, like, the most uneventful thing I do. It's a simple sprayer, it's a simple tractor. You just hop on the tractor and you go spray. That's the way it's always been. I have never ever had a nightmare spraying like I have this year, and I do not know why. But anyhow, I'm going to real quick check that bottom strainer again one more time while I'm sitting here, and then we'll start on the other field, and should be done before dark. Bottom one was clean this time around, so I don't know. this backfield is a lot more enjoyable. I had to stop one time, clean out like 2 or 3 nozzles, and after that I ran the whole field, didn't have a single issue. So hopefully all that crap's working its way out of there, but I'd still be curious, and I need to anyway to inspect it. So I got a rain day here this week, I might go ahead and do it, but I need to I want to pull the pump apart and see if it's gummed up, and I need to check the rollers in it anyhow, because this will be the 3rd year since I replaced that pump. I think this will be its 3rd season, so probably time to check the rollers in it. But maybe check to see how much I got left. It's a little bit of an angle, but must not be much. I think it's right there, maybe. Oh yeah. I got 20 gallon in there maybe. But I'm gonna take this. I got a 33 gallon drum that I use. I'll clean that out into that drum, and then I'll have some, because I got Mom and Dad's, the field down in Indiana, and my field over behind the church. Those 3 are probably gonna need touched up with the 4-wheeler, so that's another thing I gotta get done this week, well, not if, but when. It's the reason I wanted to get this done today and get side dressing done tomorrow. Starting Wednesday, we got rain every day in the forecast for like the next 7 or 8 days. So gonna make trying to get wheat cut fun. Hopefully it gets it out of its system, and then we can just have like a week and a half of good dry weather would be ideal. There's already been some guys cutting down in Indiana, but nobody up here that I know of. Of course, the fact that our elevator's not taken till after the 11th kind of stifles it a little bit. But anyway, that's why I wanted to get this done, and I don't think the dew hasn't started setting yet, so that's good. Only probably needs another 20 minutes and it can do whatever it wants. Everything will be dry enough that the dew can set and not worry about it. Of course, I have literally sprayed this mix in a downpour, not by choice. It was one of them deals where, oh, it's not supposed to rain, I'll go spray, and then you get 4 rounds around the field done and it dumps a ½ inch of rain, and I still got a kill out of it. So not that I would try that on purpose, but it happened. So, but luckily that gets this off the table. Spraying's done. Everything that's been sprayed up to this point looks good. So the field behind Mom and Dad is finally starting to green up, and it even looks like that 30-foot strip around like half of it, there where something really screwy happened. That's gonna try to come back. It's just taking it a minute. I think that stuff's sitting there whimpering a little bit, but the vast majority of it's finally greening up. Most of it's got 1 or 2 new trifoliates on it that's making it look a little greener. So, and I think that's the only field that got burnt like that. Everything else looks fine. So anyhow, it's getting late, it's getting cold. It's 9:30. Yeah, 9:30. So I started at 4:30, so 5 hours, 45 acres, not bad, with a road trip in between, and probably 25-30 minutes of dicking around with the sprayer trying to get it to quit acting up. So I'll take it. So with that being said, that's it for this one. We'll catch you guys on the next one. Side dressing, hopefully all the wheels stay on this time, eh?